Greetings. This presentation covers Epicor Eclipse call tracking maintenance. Call tracking, or just the tracker system, is a task management system built into Eclipse. Creating and using the trackers is covered in other presentations. This covers just the modification of the tracker options for customizations for your particular company. As you can see in the example tracker, there are categories, work areas, sub-areas, and sources that can be selected to customize the tracker and improve routing and reporting. So this presentation covers how to modify and make additions to those. Call tracking maintenance shows up under System Files in the Solar menu, and unfortunately, like most administrative things in Eclipse, it's not going to actually pull up a Solar window. It's going to start an eTerm session and bring you into the eTerm interface to do the actual work. Category maintenance will allow you to access and modify the category list, add and delete categories as needed. Work areas are functional areas under a category. Here in the example, we have the work areas available under the AP category. So you would go ahead and add, modify, delete the work area under each category, which means you may have to re-enter work areas in several different categories before you get everything right, because the work areas will only show up when a category is selected. Sub-areas are functional areas under a work area. So you can see these are all nested together. Category, then to work area, then to sub-area. Here's an example of the sub-areas available under the AP category and the entry work area. So of course you'd modify that as necessary and rinse and repeat for the other categories and work areas as needed. Call tracking task code maintenance. Eclipse has built into it a time tracking stopwatch function, which is accessed using Shift F10 to turn the stopwatch on and off. When you do that, there's a task codes that you select to define the work that was done during that period of time the stopwatch was running. And this is used for generating billing for hours. So it's got ways of tying things into the product file for the hours charged. This is not likely to be used in a distribution warehouse. This was a function that was originally built by Eclipse Tech Support to run their help desk with, because at one time Eclipse used Eclipse to run their entire help desk function, a kind of eat your own dog food type of thing. Epicor, of course, no longer does that, but that's a carryover from the good old days. If you intend to use this function, add the task codes as needed. The call tracking update utility is used to do a mass update to the trackers assigned to a user. This is system maintenance to clean up straggler trackers that have been more likely than not closed. Normally this is used to remove the participants from a closed tracker that may have forgotten to remove themselves. So this is something that as a systems manager you're regularly going to be doing every few months. Before doing any mass changes to a user's trackers, you're going to have to look through the list and take a look at the status of what's in there and what you're wanting to clean up. To do that, you'll be using either the user activity log entry or the queue viewing, as you see in this slide. And this concludes our presentation on call tracking maintenance. I hope this has been helpful, and as always, I am not Scott Zahn.